Welcome to the Ocean Sustainability Podcast. This podcast is part of a series of podcasts developed by young people in the PodSquad Erasmus Plus project. I'm your host Arancha, and today we are diving in the maritime file with an emphasis of environmental preservation. To guide us, we are fortunate to have today with us Nikita. Welcome.
Hello, thank you Arancha, it's a pleasure to be here.
Perfect. Let's start by recognizing the profound significance of the ocean. Can you shed light on why the oceans are so important for us?
Absolutely, the ocean, which covers most of Earth's surface, it plays a very important role in sustaining life on Earth, balancing our climate, and also it produces half of the world's oxygen. Apart from having ecological importance, it also contains economic resources which support our everyday life.
Even
For
includes oil, no gas, and this kind
For
of
example,
things.
it may include like coastal areas which attract tourists, transport, maritime area like research. So it gives a lot of opportunities for people.
Okay. And what are the main activities people are using ocean for?
So humans are utilizing it in various ways, starting from fisheries to transport areas, as I said, and also it's a big area for research and also excavation. Also a big area of resource in where you can gather resources. So human can use it for also for making a potable water to drink, also like by the process of desalination. Another thing is fishing activities for various needs, like commercial fishing, for recreation, for fish oil. Also, another important area is transportation for both travel and shipping. And because shipping area is responsible for the most of the world trade, so it's very important.
Yeah, so important. The next, what do people do to preserve the ocean from all these activities that you mentioned?
So preserving the ocean involves like a collective effort on various activities by various organizations and people, because plastic and harmful substances that are generated by the industry, it's a main problem for pollution of the ocean. So, for example, individuals may contribute by adopting sustainable practices like reducing plastic usage, segregating garbage. Communities can engage in beach cleanups, for example. Governments usually implement regulations and also can contribute to cleanup of the ocean. Like there is a plastic island in the ocean, so they can help to clean it up. And also there are international organizations like International Maritime Organization or IMO, which sets standards for shipping practices, waste management, and other things. But most important is the only collaboration between every party may make some impact on this.
So, maritime shipping is a vital component of global trade, but it comes with environmental challenges. Can you explain us the industry environmental impact and the measures being taken to address it?
Certainly. Well, it's while shipping is being efficient to transport good, it also contributes a lot to pollution because there are about 100,000 ships in the world, and they produce a lot of pollution. So this includes wastewater, oil, also different kind of garbage. So industry is actively working on improving ships efficiency, like to reduce these emissions, to reduce waste generated. So through different technologies and regulations mostly.
Okay. We require resource. We had to explore the ocean floor.
Yeah, of course.
So, what environmental challenge does this pose, and how can we strike a balance between resource extraction and environmental preservation?
Well, first I would say that of course it put a significant harm to environmental impact because, for example, dredging it disrupts marine habitats. Also, there are hydroacoustic waves on vessels that, for example, pose significant threat to dolphins and whales. since it's their way of communication. But also there are accidents, for example, that can lead to oil leakage to the ocean. So this is mentioned. But usually what industry does is just to implement rules and regulations, and also there are trainings that can help with that. But it's important that everybody can learn about it in like themselves. So education is important in this field.
Yeah, I think the education is one of the keys. Oceans face significant threats such as plastic pollution. How are international organizations and regulation addressing this challenge for environmental sustainability in maritime operations?
Well, plastic, of course, is a very big problem for us, but I think that it's not only in maritime field. It's a big problem, of course, but not only in maritime field. And for example, in maritime field, we have trainings and regulations, but they not always work. The trainings is the best way to do this, to fight this problem. But I think that most important is that also people from all over the world, not only related to maritime field, should address this problem and do something about it, since it's very important and it affects marine life, and consequently it can affect our lives too. So.
And related to this,
yes.
Are there any waste management and recycling measures in the maritime industry?
Of course, it's very, throughout the years, it's a very good area now. It's regulated by IMO. So there are waste management practices, some other on-board instructions for every vessel, like garbage recycling, garbage segregation, some rules that prohibit destruction, to send oil or some water into the ocean. So there are many ways. But personally, I think that industry is not doing enough with all these regulations, and I think we have to do something more, maybe educate more, something like that. So I think it's not enough for now.
Yeah, in general, the sustainability is a thing. Yeah. Okay, so as we conclude this conversation with Nikita, amazing conversation, it's clear that the maritime domain holds immense potential and also the responsibility. It's necessary balancing human needs with environmental preservation. I think, Nikita showed us that is the key to ensuring the sustainability of our oceans. Thank you, Nikita, for guiding us. And
thank you, Arancha. It's been a pleasure discussing such topics with you, such important topics.
A pleasure being in that podcast. Thank you. And please follow the podcast project and listen all the podcasts developed in this series.